boy now. It's okay. See that? You're okay, buddy. Goes away. Won't hurt you. I think you know it won't hurt you. Wanna come out and play a little bit? You're okay. You're okay. He's a good boy. Yeah, go. Look how much better you're doing. What's up, Larry? He's a good little dude now. Usually. Isn't Larry handsome? You are, sir. You're very handsome. You're a handsome gentleman. It's okay. See? See, it's okay. What hurt you? Goes away. Goes away, sorry. Goes away. What do you think of that? It's not even hooding, that's good. Good boy. You've come a long way, buddy. We do this a lot, though. He responds well. Peaches, not so much. Mamba's... Let's just say Larry's winning in this household out of the Cobras. Oh, I was just talking so good about you. Speaking so highly of you. It's okay, buddy. Go ahead. You want to do it? You want to do it? Cross that bridge? Whoop. Hit your nose. What a good boy you become. See that? He just needs more attention, that's all. You know, he needs more attention. He's gonna need it. And plus, it's just something endemic to their species. You know, they're just like that. Little nippy. They get scared easy. And they sort of mix fight and flight at the same time. They sort of do both. Don't you, Larry, you little monster. But I love you now. I didn't so much before. Now I do. Yeah. He's actually a very good-natured dude. He was just scared, of course. And he likes to go slow, like they all do. He just likes to go particularly slow. See, Peaches honestly never really makes progress. She might know what the hook is. She might even think it's not going to hurt her, but she can't control the fear she has is just uncontrollable. Larry can. Like, look now. He knows I got a coil here. He knows I could take him out, and this is how, but I'm not gonna. And he reacts to that sort of non-action when he knows you can and you don't. And he seems to remember the next day. He's still not really hooded. They don't hood as much as the Asian snakes. He's an Egyptian Cobra. They're from Africa. But trust me, he hoods. And the funny thing is, when they hood, you could see them breathing. The Asian ones, you don't see that. The lungs aren't in there, like with these guys. Ribs are, lungs not. Have a little bit, buddy. What a good boy. Look at you. Look at Larry go. Good dude. I'm so impressed by him. Larry, I'm impressed by you. You're a good boy. That's alright. Look, he didn't even hood. He went down. Who wouldn't? Still not hooding. Wow. Larry, you're wonderful today. You're always wonderful. Gotta clean your tank a little bit. You're doing great. You're doing great, buddy. Good boy, Larry. Yeah, I think you're doing great. I think you're doing wonderful, Larry. It's incredible. It's incredible how far you've come, my little boy, Larry. Wow. You did good. You did good. It's okay, Larry. Try to get the camera set up without bothering him. I'm sorry, buddy. Let's see if we can do it like this. Look, it's just that you're handsome. How about from here? Hang in there, buddy. Just one second. Okay, there we go. Done. Almost done. There, done. Okay, that's it. No more camera. Okay. It's okay. Won't hurt you. We work together very slowly for several hours a day. And when he tells me to do something, I do it. So if he huffs, I stop. If he... You're okay. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right, all right, all right. Okay, it's down. Okay, done. It's okay. That's it, it went away. Easy. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Larry, it fell. Here you go. Here you go. Good. It's alright. Things move a little bit. It's alright. He also hears the rain. I don't care what anyone says. He hears the rain. H-E-A-R. Hear. He hears it. Every little drop. Easy there. Much better. Alright. on. I know he sees my hand. It's doing so much better, though. He's not going crazy. There are certain ways to approach them where you have an advantage, you know, from behind or under the neck, and there's just nothing they can do. But that's not going to help you to tame them, you know, like, I'm sorry. You can sort of do that right here. There's nothing he can do. He just can't do anything. But that's not going to help me to tame him. That's just going to be me dominating him. So I want him to be able to strike and not do it. So I'm trying to gain his trust, not looking for my dominance or even his passivity. I want this to be something that will be eventually, hopefully, more than tolerable for him, something that he may enjoy. You know, but it's a long process, and to me that makes it a little more worthwhile. I've done this before. I made this journey. He can do it. He just needs time. He just needs time. He's come such a long way in such a short amount of time. He's a good dude. You know, this species, Najahaje, the Egyptian Cobra, see that? Just every word makes them flighty. And when they bite, they mean business. When they bite, it's going to be a wet bite. That's just what they do. They're very much like forest cobras, especially this one. But he's responding. He's learning. It's almost like he's trying. You know, it's like it's hard to explain. It's like he's looking for the knowledge that he needs to get through this. All right, buddy. By the way, I'm sitting on my knees now. Something I wasn't doing before, so that's new for him too. All right, so we try again. Let's see. Trying to show I won't hurt you. He used to go nuts on it. I just show it to him. Then when he hisses or puffs, I go away. I listen to him. So I want to try to go closer, but I listen to him. And if he tells me to stop, I stop. All right. I didn't do anything. Or maybe I did in the meantime. Okay. Good boy. You can't go this slow forever, of course. This is the beginning. We've been doing this for about like 24 days now. And he's much better. Even if I were to touch him in a way that he didn't like so much, he doesn't totally freak out like he was. You know, like you could see now, he's allowing it to come close without assuming it's a demon that wants to kill him dead, you know. And when he tells me to go away, I do. You know, you could call it whatever you want. All I know is that when he shows me something that's a defense mechanism or a defense, whatever you want, I listen to it. And that puts him at ease. He feels dominant. And I don't care if I get him out right now. I'm not here for that. I'm here to help him to acclimate a little bit. When they turn their head, that's a very lucky thing. That's a sign of progress. Over time, you might even say trust. Or a lack of distrust, if you like. Good, Larry. Very good. That's good. See, this is not a position, no animal wants to show their neck. Not like that. And he did. All right, I understand. And it's not a stalemate. It's just, you know, oops. Sometimes it's hard to keep it totally still. You know, I'm holding it like this. It just slipped out. And I have a bad arm. All right, buddy. Let's go up a little bit. How's that? How's up? Okay. See? Up's okay. Up's okay. If you were to go down on I'm not going to do it on a cobra's head. There's really nothing they can do. They can't strike upward because think about it. They have two not fixed front fangs on the top. How could they possibly go up? They're retractable. Oh, so you could sort of do this too. You can go up here like that. and there's nothing they can do. But there's also nothing that they would try to do. It's sort of, it can help. You know, it can help. I would rather work with him more in positions where he could strike, so he learns not to. But this is a position where, you know, you'll always have an advantage. If you go into like their hood, you know, you could actually just hold them there. Wouldn't recommend it, but you know, you can pretty easily do it. And if you go on top of the head also, it's easy just to pin him down. But I like to use that more just for when I'm working on his nose with ointments and stuff. I'm finding that right now, this seems to be putting him at ease. Whatever works. What a good boy you are. Look at you. It's okay. Alright. So, when he tells me to go, I go. See, you're in charge. Larry's doing much better. Much better. Been working with him a lot. It's really paying off. He learned so fast. You know, he's just very nervy and jumpy. They're all like that. His species, Egyptian Cobras. But he's come such a long way in so short a time. I'm really happy with his progress. Peaches, not so much. It's like working with a mamba. Speaking of which, I have some cool things on the way. So stay tuned for that. You know, they're such visual creatures, but it's funny because and they respond to every visual cue in the world, every tiny one. But they're more like kinesthetic learners. So if you touch them, the way they move matters a lot. You'll learn which way they don't want you to go, then you adjust, and that process goes on and on and on. And that's how you make progress. It's a long, slow, grueling, ego-destroying, soul-sucking process, but it yields real rewards. It does. It's very rewarding. Even now, he's come such a long way. It may not seem like it, but it is. Let's see if I can move. See, I'm lifting my hand. Just that. Just lifting my hand makes him hood up. But when he hoods up, I try to stop doing what I doesn't like. I can't take my hand off. So he knows something's up. Bring the hook. If he huffs, I stop. He tells me to go away, I go away. Let him be in charge. And then no one gets hurt. He has to be the boss. Once you try to be the boss and dominate his behavior, think about it. He's not going to act the way you want. He's going to act scared. The way he wants. He wants to defend himself. He doesn't like that. Go away. Close. So he tells me to stop. He'll even come back. He's curious. Nervous. So nervous, but curious. Not just what's attacking him. He's starting to know this is not an attack. He just wants to know, what is it? What am I? Why are we doing this? It's not like this would occur. Okay, buddy. Alright. Good, Larry. See that? There was no reaction. That's a nice little baby step. I don't want to push it so much, though. See, like, this is the way he could bite. You see how at this angle he could easily bite? But if I'm not going to, but if I can get the hook up into like his neck with the ribs extended, they can't do anything. It's weird, right? You wouldn't think. Oh, the phone's too hot. Let me turn the phone. It's a funny thing, there's nothing they can do here. You can actually grab them here. You wouldn't think, but you can. You can easily pin their heads, because if you think about it, they have two fangs up top, right? So they can't strike upward. How could they? But this, it's such a funny thing, because sometimes they'll just chill there on the hook. It helps to, you know, teach them to acclimate, keep them calm, take their fear away, because the thing they're afraid that's going to touch them is touching them, and it's not so bad. Plus, when you do it this way, you can move it faster, because if you're not touching them and you move it, like watch, like if you're here and you move it, you're gonna, you know, do that. But once you get up in here, in the sweet spot, then somehow they know that you know how they feel, and that gives you an advantage. If you don't do that, then you're gonna get them, see, like coming up in a more defensive way. See, as I'm going away, it's almost ironic. See, now if I go back into where that little spot is here, he becomes a good boy. Move a little bit. Now from behind, it's different. It's a whole different thing, at least for you as a handler. See, there's stuff like that. They're the most fascinating creatures in the world, if you ask me. And try it again. If you get under them, they're very responsive to visual cues. So whatever you do, you know, they're going to follow. See, boop, boop. But if you go under their hood, the funny thing is they can't bite. And they really sort of can't do anything. So once you're sort of in here, you've won. Right, just right there. So I'll just stay there and hang out. Suddenly they become like beach bums. Look, he's like a beach boy now. You wouldn't think. It really is kind of a funny thing. You know, you would think that would be the spot where they would be most likely to come after you. And, you know, it's almost like that the fact that you know, and they know that you know what their okay spot is, it teaches them something about you knowing them, you know, and so they become more at ease. And like I was saying before, because you're touching them, they don't have to worry about you attacking them. You're already touching them. You're showing them how far this is going to go. So there's lots of advantages to it. Thing is, when you let go, they're going to come. Well, she's going to become very nervous again once the situation changes. So if you were to say, go back and look at the angle, I'm going at a different angle right away, things change for him. So you know, it's a process. It takes time. It takes forever to learn this stuff, but it takes just patience to teach them, because once you know it, becomes a question of whether you can sort of teach him. It's not a question of knowledge, it's a question of interaction. So that's what I enjoy, and I'm really happy, and I really enjoyed seeing his progress so far. So we'll see how far it goes. Just for people who don't know, if you want to know, you know, for the beginners who don't know, how do you charm a cobra? How does the music do it? Well, it's not the music. I'm going to use the hook and go very slowly, because I hate the fact that people do this, but let me just show you. They're following just with their eyes. They were very responsive to things that are visual. So pretend I'm playing the flute, la-di-da-da, it moves, he moves. I can't sing. Let me get this a little bit back more. I don't want to scare him. But you move it, he's going to follow it. You move it, he's going to follow it. So Larry, consider yourself charmed. It's not working. Look, it's not working. He's not following it. Larry, what? You can't be charmed? I think you're charming already. Maybe you don't need it. Well, it does work. I swear to God it does. But maybe not Larry. He turns around the wrong way. Larry, you're not helping. You're not helping. All right. Only an idiot would post this, so I'll be putting it up soon. Right there, baby. You know I got you, and I know I got you. That's all that matters. Alright, you can go. I'm gonna get you again? Okay. I know. Not yet, I know. But here. I got you, fucker. I got you, Larry. Don't worry, buddy. This is the sweet spot. Go ahead. Alright, good job.